And we are back, even though we didn't go anywhere. I guess, yeah, we can go hunting. Affected by anger. You take out some of your frustrations on helpless prey animals. Oh, that's horrible! You now feel somewhat happier and less angry because you tortured little woodland creatures. Are you happy now? Oh my god, that's horrible. So we murdered the bunnies. We're gonna do strategy and logistics because that's what other people wanted. And then once these are full, then we can choose other stuff to do. You guys did this. This is what you did. Because we can't do horses or falcons anymore. We could do dogs. But we do get bonuses to logistics and strategy. You bought the first 2 Witchers also, and 2 JRPGs? What JRPGs? JRPGs. Have you ever tortured and killed helpless animals? Perhaps it is therapeutic. No, that's horrible! No, seriously, why am I the princess? This is like the worst decision ever. Someone donate at least 20 bucks. Yeah, let's see. I bought 2 copies of Pit People, which was not really discounted that much, but whatever. That was more of a surprise present for Fred. So I got one for me, one for Fred. I got Battle Block Theater for like $2.24. And then because I'm a Dota addict, Fred was like, hey, did you know that there's a sale on Battle Pass levels? And I was like, yes. So I got a lot of Battle Pass levels. It's gonna be great. And they give you treasures. They give you treasure 1 and treasure 2. I was like, that's a really good deal, and I would probably end up buying them later anyway. This game has a hidden cruelty score that increases when you do things like execute people. Oh, I did not know that. This changes the text and effect of different actions. I had no idea. This game is surprisingly deep. I mean, it's more therapeutic when they're people, and they deserve it. Oh my gosh. Did I hear Battle Pass? You did. If you click on Dota in the store, and then you click on the compendium, you can buy Battle Pass levels. They're you didn't buy any? See, I bought up to 75, and then I just bought more. I bought up to 75, and then I earned up to, I think I'm at 111 or something like that. And then I just bought 80, but I haven't, like, activated them yet because I've been doing other stuff. Anyway, we're gonna do these classes. We're gonna be an evil dictator princess, I guess. Ooh, and a bonus. You learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. You study the effects of Battle Pass, You might be at level 300. My friend, okay, one of my Dota friends is like 700 something at this point. It's ridiculous. I think he got up to like 770. It was insane. You study the effects of battle stress on troops and how morale can turn the tide of combat. You study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation in making soldiers who can trust and depend on each other. You're at 360, totally from wagering points and winning. Yep, that. Totally that. And no other reason. She's already wearing brown. Might as well go full fash? I'm not sure what you... Oh, you mean fascist? A couple of day-night Dota peeps in the 1,000 plus. That's ridiculous. That's insane. Ooh, look at his hair. Funky. Ah, your highness. What a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. Our flattery test failed. because we're 15. And a boy is saying things. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope that this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. One of the people I was playing with in DayKnight Discord was 1K. It's ridiculous. You are not 1.1K. Leaf, you don't even know what we're talking about, you weirdo. Try not to put spoilers in chat. Brought a book. Because I don't think anyone here has played it. I've played it before. But like Mike said, he just bought it. So let's try to keep different endings out of chat if we can. Probably talking about his MMR, yeah. He really does want to marry me. Oh, we got concerned about that. Off with his head? Alright, if that's an option. Accept his offer, politely decline. It's not a big deal. Not a huge deal. So I'm assuming politely decline. You don't have the chance to kill him, it's just yes or no. Decline. I need to let him down gently. I am not marrying you. I'm only 14. I thought we were 15. That may not have been gentle. I see. I regret the misunderstanding. Alright, what are we doing now? We are neutral on everything except for willful. Let's talk to Dad. I want to see if we can get more information out of him. Impolitely decline. Well, you got it. For real, you're level 5 in Dota, I know. Dad, if this trouble with Ixion started years ago, why didn't Mom fix it? Your mother told the Duke of Marie and the Duchess of Hellas that it was their problem and they should sort it out themselves. Oh. Should I have done that? The situation is different now. Everyone on all sides wishes to see what sort of queen is coming to the throne. Everyone's judging me. We got one yielding and one pressured. We're still willful, though. Because willful overrides pressured unless it's... like, when they're equal, willful overrides. Just like when angry and willful were even, we were angry. I believe... Yep, we still get a bonus to military, so we'll just keep on those two until we cannot. Done! You study the kinds of equipment that soldiers need available, such as bedding, weapons, armor, medicine, bandages, and the tools to repair anything damaged. We study different kinds of transport, animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats, and boots. Already almost 34. Woohoo! Good night, everyone. Night, John Pope. Thank you for hanging out for a while. I hope you have a good sleep. You learn about how units reinforce each other in the field, gaining strength through proximity and the covering of weaknesses. We are almost maxed out on this. You may now tour the barracks on weekends. Don't forget to donate, #for the kids! Anyone interested in donating who doesn't know where to do so, there's a link below the stream, or you can type !St. Jude, that's STJUDE. Boop boop boop. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Your Highness, the slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits that she tried to poison my sister under her own roof, says Kevin, Earl of Io. Which sister? Corisanda, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? We have no idea who the fuck that is. She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice, it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her, they did, when she went to see why he'd not come back. Said he'd gone for a soldier, when he never would. He weren't the only one, neither. I waited 10 years for my this accent is terrible. Waited for 10 years for my chance to get my own back. My own back? That's justice. I can't do this accent. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. I don't know what this is about. Either way, murder is a serious crime, but... Put her to work, imprison her, execute her. I think I know what Lethal Rose is gonna pick. Oh, your own child back. Got you. Are we going on a murderous rampage? You can if you want to. Athanasios, murder slut. You can if you want to. It is completely your choice. Nah, screw it, murder. Got it. She is clearly guilty. Her life is forfeit. She will be hanged in public as a deterrent to other criminals. You'll not have me! All of a sudden, she breaks loose from her guards and rushes at you. In your court dress, you are unarmed. You grope for a weapon and find only a heavy golden ornament which you hurl in her direction. Your missile flies wide of its mark. Before you have a chance to do anything else, your personal guards step into action, cutting the woman down before she can endanger you. Her lifeless body lies bleeding on your carpet. Get that out of here. Put it on display so that everyone sees what happens to criminals. She's just not deterred. She's like, whatever. Dead anyway. What did I tell you? I know this looks like a giant energy drink. I swear it's not. It's peace tea. Not sponsored. It's tea and lemonade. It's basically an Arnold Palmer. That's why Throne is the best spec. Well, that's not what we chose. So we can... let's see what our mood is. We are equal parts angry, willful, and pressured. So our current mood is angry. I don't know what bonuses that gives us. Well, it wasn't archery. We didn't have a bow. It was just throwing something. It was just tossing a thing. No, it wasn't archery failed. It was just throwing shit. We failed at throwing shit. So, let's see. Our new thing, we can tour the barracks, which is minus willful and plus pressured. I don't know how that will affect our stats. But pressured will be in the lead. Oh, it said archery failed? What? I was reading. I missed it. We can try visiting... I don't think visiting the treasure will be different. We can walk in the gardens, sneak out, play with toys, attend service, visit tomb, explore castle, attend court, go hunting, visit dungeons, or barracks. Barracks? Sure, why not? Why not? Anger gives weapon bonus. Alright. Angry does give weapon bonus, so maybe we want to keep angry. Maybe we visit the dungeons? It's shiny and new? But do you want to be able to study weapons? If you want to be able to study weapons, then we should visit the dungeons. And, I don't know, mock the prisoners or whatever we do in there. Why does it make us cheerful? Because we're a very bloodthirsty princess. Visiting dungeons is torture? I have no idea. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's go angry. Affected by cruelty. You sneak down to the castle dungeons and amuse yourself by poking the locked-up peasants with sticks. Poor fools. Okay, so now we're angry. which gives us a bonus to weapons and military, which is also what we're studying. So we still get a bonus to logistics. We're almost maxed on strategy. We can try to, if we get dogs up to 25, we can do more horses or falcons. We can also study swords or pole arms. We're gonna stick on logistics. So we need a nighttime class. Swords or pole arms. We cannot do any more archery. I can't believe we failed. That's ridiculous. We can swords to get closer to being the best archer. Sure. Torture and war. Good place for a queen to grow up in. Yeah, exactly. So sure, let's do logistics and swords. We're getting bloodthirsty. But we like animals, except for small, defenseless animals. You learn about the support costs created by support. The more equipment you have, the more people and animals are needed to move them. And then those people and animals also need to be fed and equipped. You learn about the difficulty of obtaining new supplies from the field. Enemy civilians may hide or destroy supplies rather than let them fall into your hands, and friendly civilians may not stay friendly if robbed. Your skill in logistics is now 50. You may not increase the skill until other military skills are 25 or higher. In the afternoon, you take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances. We got 18.33 out of that. Who knows when we have to duel a man to death so we can marry his girlfriend. Alright, sounds good. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. Divination test failed. Falcon's test success. An owl flying in the open in broad daylight? That's unusual. I wonder if something attacked it. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. April has it right. Always need to be prepared for surprise murdering. There are reports that a Keithong has been sighted, or is it Keetong? I don't know. Has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithong tong belong dong? I'm just gonna call it a Keydong. I know, we failed divination, because we have to get our other faith skills up before we can study it more. A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Caloris are already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Should we send hunters? The traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people? Everyone dies in the end. +1 depressed. Moan. Hey Trumpet's big brother, just tried to donate but said we can't process your payment, so please try again later. Aww. That's shitty. Did you try both card and PayPal, or are they just having troubles currently? I mean, if you're around, I guess try it again in a few minutes. You're my Japan buddy. I didn't want to like be typing the whole time on day night time. Just tried PayPal. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. Because I know that someone earlier donated with PayPal and it worked, so it's not a PayPal thing. Not sure. Let them get eaten. Animals are cooler than people anyway. Alright. Alright, our mood is angry. This gives us minus to willful and +1 pressured. We can try visiting the treasury again. Try again in a bit. Yeah, I was, I think the festival was not going on, but they were setting up for it. It was gonna be happening once I had left, but I was there for a month. years ago at this point. But I was there for a month, studying and such. Barracks? Okay. You and Athanasios both wanted barracks, so that's what we'll do. You are impressed by the discipline of the Novan troops, but the responsibility for their lives weighs heavy on your shoulders. There are approximately 9 battalions and 2 platoons under your direct command. Yes, it does let us stay angry, for sure. Yep. So we're even now. Let's see. We're gonna stick with swords. And now we need another skill. What do you guys think? Go ahead and just shout it out. So we can try to do hounds to get our animal handling up. We can do naval strategy. I mean, we can also do anything that we haven't touched at all. Naval strategy? To get the military up to even. Alright, we want to be just a military expert who's like really murderous. That's fine. That's cool. We'll stick with that. We'll do swords and... Yeah, that's a pretty good bonus, huh? Sure, let's do that. We'll do naval strategy and swords. You learn that the sea is not something you hold, it is something you travel across. Naval strategy ensures your free travel while denying it to your enemies. You study different kinds of ships, their names, designs, and the number of crew needed for each. 20! Lockpicking? Was that even an option? Or are you just being silly? 37.66. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in carefully timed patterns. We can do polearms next. When we're done with naval strategy. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. We need some court manners, right? That's up to chat. I'm gonna lurk and play the game while jamming to my music, but I'll leave stream open on monitor too. Alright, Mike, thank you so much for the donations, and thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoy the game. I really like this game, and it has a surprising amount of replayability and depth. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. I'm having a blast, a very fun time. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Briony. I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her Uncle Kevin has been acting strangely lately and shouting at shadows. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Aww. Thanks, Ghost Stalker. That's so sweet. Yeah, murder all the murderers.
Get ready! Woo!
Oh,
get some, baby! Get some! Oh, shit, yeah! Hell yeah!
That's how it's done right.
That's how it's done right. Thank you so much for that donation. Do you have any idea what kind of a sticker you would want? We've got some weird phrases on this one. I have realistic cats. I've got SpongeBob. I have bunny ballerinas. I have way cool and peace signs. I've got Frozen. I have little puffy treats. Bunnies? You want a ballerina bunny? Okay. Aw, this one's the cutest. This one's so cute. Look at her. Bunnies are frozen? Alright. We don't have any bunnies yet. We have a lot of Disney. The game has a solid simulation base, but the amount of events is very limited. Wish it got an expansion. I don't know, I was pretty happy with the amount of stuff it had. I have so many freaking stickers, you guys. I have a ridiculous amount of stickers. Ridiculous of stickers! Alright, now that you've finished studying, let's see. We are equal parts angry and pressured. This will get rid of our cheerful. We can try visiting the treasury. I've never done it when I'm so, angry. We can't talk to Juliana or her dad or anything. Walk in the gardens, willful. We can bring up our willful again. Although is it lonely angry? Angry afraid? Well, I don't know. Are you training to be the next ruler? Yes, kind of. So the thing about this game is that you are trying to make it to your coronation, and you have to manage her mood, and depending on what mood, like right now we're angry, so we get bonuses to certain classes, and negatives to other classes. So like you have to balance her mood to try and study different things. It's a weird, really interesting game that can be strangely brutal. I think we want to keep her angry. So afraid is the other side of angry, yeah? So just leave anything with angry and afraid alone. We can do this one, or lonely and cheerful, walk in the gardens. We can up the willful again. Have to go, my suggestion, when in doubt, murder. You got it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you again for the donation. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. And if anybody else wants to take over with the dialogue options, that is a $20 incentive. I know it's on the more expensive end of things, but it's been pretty interesting so far. I'm pretty excited. I think once we hit our 150 mark, I think I'll put the dandelion back on, since I accidentally put this one on way too quickly. I forgot. This is so much more comfortable. Alright, let's... I don't know. Dungeons again? Cheerful and angry? What does lonely give us? Where's lonely? Oh, it's the other side of pressured. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna walk in the gardens. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. Alright, we're still angry. We're gonna do... Let me just check. Yeah, naval strategy. And... swords. Here we go. Dun 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 dun! No man equals no problems, as Uncle Joseph used to say. Alright, you study different kinds of ships, their speed, maneuverability, and standard complement of weapons. You learn about the requirement for all civilized sailors to rescue the crew of a sinking ship, even an army. We are almost maxed out on this. We got such a nice bonus going on this. You have unlocked a new outfit. Oh, guys, that's exciting. Alright, we've maxed out on swords. You practice moving with a blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging. You practice using your blade to disarm opponents or shove them backwards. Your skill in swords is now 50. You may not increase this skill until your other weapon skills are 25 or higher. Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I'm gonna lead the parade. What kind of ruler is she aiming for in this game? Well, Lethal Rose had us kill a bunch of people. The donation incentive is to pick these sorts of options that are in the dialogue, and then I'm just kind of letting chat just pick whatever classes we want, and they've been picking a lot of military and swords and stuff. Just kind of a crazy person. Just an insane person who wants to murder. Cheerful, willful, and pressured. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. Because I will murder anyone that gets close to me. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. Decoration failed, elegance failed. At the end of the route, you help the priestess turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. Then the new life is blessed, and all the attendants join in song. The procession regroups to return to the castle. Crazy person with lots of power. Yeah! We're still angry. Visit the treasury or visit the dungeons. Dungeons gives us cheerful and angry, which will keep us angry. No assassination attempt. I mean, we almost got killed in the other scene. I don't think anything different will happen at the treasury, but I don't know. Let's do dungeons. Affected by cruelty. We're poking them with sticks because fuck them. New outfit. Uniform boosts military. Whoop whoop. Much excite. So we... Now do we want to do strategy, naval strategy, or logistics? Because I think we were going with strategy, like we can do real good in that. And weapons, we're gonna do pole arms so that we can try to, because we wanted to do archery. Oh, you know what I realized? That this started playing random shit. Well, I hope this doesn't get muted. Oopsies. Let me just switch this real quick. Twitch music library. Sorry, guys. Sure, I don't mind this one. That's true. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Mike. Let's go strategy. For no reason. Alright. You study the effects of different kinds of battle terrain for both offense and defense. You study the power of ranged weapons. From arrows why did I say it like that? From arrows to thrown fire and sand. And how the threat of such attacks can shift the enemy's response. You study the use of cavalry in battle, as well as the costs and benefits of traveling with large animals. Alright, you learn about a variety of long weapons, from the quarterstaff to the spear to the halberd and glaive. You practice walking while carrying a long weapon, getting the feel for its size and weight, and learning to maneuver without banging it into anything unintentionally. We got 21 points in that right off the bat, though. Are you ready for the grand ball? Oh, so ready. All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Well, yeah, if you guys want me to study something else, I mean, we can do that. You finish dressing and descend into the stairs to make a grand entrance. Oh, it's magical! Look at it! All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Seeing yourself oh my gosh, we failed everything. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. What was that new costume? Oh, it's our military outfit. Grand Generalissimo Lecta is going for domination victory. As expected. Well, that was Lethal Rose. She chose the donation incentive to handle all of the decisions. That was out of my hands. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kigal alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Intrigue and court manners failed. We can pick someone about our age, someone younger, older, already married, or someone scandalous. And I think, based on the, killing someone and stealing their girlfriend or whatever, and the general chaos with which Lethal Rose was guiding us before, I'm gonna say someone scandalous, and I hope that that's okay with you guys. Besides, we don't know any better, we're dumb. In terms of court matters, we're just like, whatever. You don't want everyone assuming that whoever you pick first is your intended marriage partner, so why not make your choice as ridiculous as possible? With that in mind, you approach the Duchess of Ursul. You admit to yourself that you were hoping such an outrageous act would cause her to lose some of her composure, but she remains unruffled. At least the chorus of shocked whispers around you as you take your place on the floor is gratifying. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Dance failed. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you're supposed to do when and trip over your own feet. Oops. Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. I'm so surprised our princess is not dead so far. During a lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I might have your attention. I believe we should offer our compliments to the lovely hostess. Uh-oh. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. New painting done! Oh, yay! Are you posting it in here or Discord? There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school and the absolute terror of the ballfields. Just kidding. Ballfields. Alright, I will take a look at it, soon? No Briony. She said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. Sense magic failed. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? God, we're clueless. We're so clueless. Alright, our mood is cheerful. What do we want to do? I don't know what cheerful gives us. -1 cheerful. Probably want to get rid of some pressure, perhaps? The other side of pressure is lonely. Catlarana! Thank you for the cheer. I appreciate it. How are you today? I feel like it's impossible to be successful. This game is difficult. You have to pay a lot of attention or get lucky. Let's see, if we do this... If we do this, let's I want lonely, but I don't necessarily want other things. Because I don't feel like pressured is good for anything. Lonely and afraid. Lonely and cheerful. Lonely and cheerful and yielding. Let's explore the castle. Lonely and afraid, why not? You wander through the parts of the castle where other people rarely visit, but find little except spiderwebs. Yuck. Surprised she's not, like, plucking the legs off the spiders or something fucked up like that. Alright, cheerful. Oh no, penalty to weapons, intrigue, and military. Bonus to conversation and athletics. Let's go with reflexes since we've already done reflexes, and then we will do pole arms as well. Oh wait, not athletics. I mean, we could try conversation. Oh, it's agility. I don't know, what do you guys want the other class to be since we no longer... I mean, we could still study military, technically. Could be a good time to learn how to behave. Just shout it out. Just shout out what you guys want me to do. Doesn't matter to me. I've already played this game, so I'm just having fun seeing what these different options are giving us. History? Novan, foreign world, or intrigue? We have a -1 to intrigue, so probably not that one. We also have a +1 to animal handling, +1 to athletics, +1 to conversation. We're neutral on pretty much everything. We just have a penalty to intrigue and military. And weapons, but it's not giving us a negative. Dude. Yeah, you can. Not that I would do such a ludicrous thing back in the day when I played this game. I mean, I definitely, like, I tried to get different endings and stuff. And I kept very careful track of what I was doing. It's kind of neat. Foreign affairs? Sure. You got it. Instead of military, we're gonna do foreign affairs. Have to head off now. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, man. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I appreciate it. You're back with coffee. Boop, boop. Don't know, does public speaking help us not to panic in the middle of the dance hall? Well, there's royal demeanor, which is composure, the ability to bear pain, fear, and surprise. Elegance, the ability to be beautiful and dignified under any circumstance. Presence, an aura of confidence and command. Conversation, which is something we have a bonus in right now. Public speaking, the ability to use words well under pressure. Court manners, proper etiquette for all situations. Flattery, the ability to tell someone what they want to hear. So looking at our skills once more. Well, that's a little troubling. There's some banging going around out here too. But just stay safe. Stay inside. Stay inside and stay safe. Ah. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Yeah, go clean the fridge. I think let's do athletics since we have a bonus to it. We have a +1 bonus to that. And then we'll finish off our pole arms. Or you know what? We were also trying to get up with our falcons. Yeah, it's probably fireworks. Couldn't tell you why though. Running, swimming, climbing. Animals or athletics? Animals or athletics? Could be. Athletics? Alright, running, swimming, or climbing. Running, swimming, or climbing. I don't like this song. It's not what I want to hear right now. There we go. Swimming seems so very situational. What are those good for? Running. Ability to move swiftly and surely across land. Climbing, scaling ropes, rocks and walls. Swimming. Endurance and speed when crossing water. Climbing helps you sneak out. I mean, we can do that anyway. That's just a thing that we can do on the weekend. Vote climbing? Okay. Doing it. Yeah! You practice climbing up and down fixed ladders, driving out fear of heights and learning to move swiftly and surely. In the afternoon, you learn the basic stances, grips, and positions for staff fighting and how to block a blow without crushing your fingers. You've unlocked a new outfit! What's our new outfit? You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events of the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Oh, you are too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren. Not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior. Far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noblewomen go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. Composure failed. How dare she make a move on your father? You can do it, Ghost Stalker, I believe in you. Shame her with silent scorn, insult her with false flattery, trip her as she passes. I feel like this is what Lethal Rose would pick. How's it going in here? It's going pretty good. I've had the same costume on for a while, and I feel bad because I was supposed to have the dandelion on until 150. But I made a mistake and I put this on at 100 instead of 150. But we're almost halfway to my personal goal, which is 150. Where I think I'll put the dandelion back on, at least to make up for the time that I should have been wearing it. Let's trip her, we're dicks. You wait until the Countess gets closer, then hook your foot around to make her stumble. Unfortunately, you get your feet tangled up and end up tripping yourself, falling to the ground with a thud. Elodie, are you alright? Oh dear, she does need a bit of looking after, doesn't she? Not for you! I should go now. I hope to see more of you later. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more. Hey, Joe Mutant, what's up? And it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful of how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I am paying attention to what's around me as we fail our intrigue. Alright. We can visit Juliana, which we haven't been able to do. I'm gonna do it. What's our mood? We're still cheerful. Alright, let's do this. You have not yet reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. Lethal Rose specified drastic action. So we're doing it. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. That night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Okay. Nothing is stolen, at least. Nothing that isn't acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. He will never trust you the same way again. What have you done? I just was following what Lethal Rose said to do. If someone's got a problem with that and they've got deep pockets and they want to take over the dialogue decisions, they can donate $20. They can donate $20. Now we're pissed. What's our new outfit? Woohoo! Tabard! Aw, that's so cute! Look at us. We're adorable. We have a bonus to weapons and military. We wanted to do archery from the very beginning, so I'm gonna go back to that. Holy, look at that bonus. Strategy. Done. Look at our little face, we're so mad. You study the effects of a strong hierarchy on military organization and the ability of troops to respond to changing situations. Communication across an army can be difficult. Disrupted signals can lead to chaos. You study famous battles, the disasters and the mistakes which created them, and the turning points in larger conflicts and why they made a difference. Increased by 23.97. In the afternoon, you practice shooting at clearly marked targets across a flat field. You practice shooting at targets of different shapes and sizes in mixed terrain. It is the time of year to decide any necessary adjustments to the royal budget. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there is always some room for discretion. I don't know anything about budgets. Raise taxes or lower taxes? Oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna, like, flip a coin or something. Stickers up means raise taxes, stickers down means lower them. Stickers up, we're raising taxes. We need more money. Raise the taxes a bit. As you wish. Alright. Now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? I want to talk to Juliana more. Because she wanted to teach us magic and shit. Raise the taxes. It's a charity stream. They can afford it. Yes! Absolutely. Do you have it? You do have it, don't you? The crystal? Of course. Everything is ready for you. Great. Let's get going. What do I have to do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands. Press it against your chest over your heart and say, illuminate. Okay, here we go. Illuminate! You feel dizzy and both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal has disappeared from view, but you know where it is. Wow! The priestess here is a friend of mine. I will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. D'Artagnan skin without a rapier triggers you. Klaatu, Barada. I thought it was Barada. Klaatu, Barada, Nikto. Did you just become a magical girl? We did. This is gonna be great! Alright, we're cheerful. Oh, motherfucker! Alright. We got penalties again. Poop on your fucking face. Just barely. We're just barely cheerful. We got too excited to be magical. We can do climbing again. I'm gonna try to make her angry. I mean, we can do magic now. Do we want to do magic? Do we want to do faith? I think we'll do... Let's do climbing. And then, do we want to do sense, resist, or wield magic? Sense, resist, or wield magic. Or should we just say fuck the magic? Do we want to say fuck the magic? Fuck the magic dragon. Don't have sex with the, don't. I misspoke. I take it back. I don't want to have sex with the magic dragon. I don't wanna. What do we got here? What do we got here? It fit in the song. It fit in the song. It's not my fault. I didn't mean to. I'm gonna go against everybody. I want animal handling. Climbing and dogs. We're gonna climb and play with puppies. You learn to evaluate whether a tree or a branch is safe to bear your weight. You clamber up and down trees, able to fetch fruit or get a better view. You visit the kennels and learn about the different breeds of dogs. You are requested to stand in judgment. A man has been convicted of the murder by strangling of his wife. He does not deny the act, but requests a pardon that he might be set free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, Your Majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Trumpet, thank you for laying down the link again one more time. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming, tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. Demons that make you attack people? Is that even possible? Bye, vagina. I don't care whether there were demons or not. You're still a murderer, and your life is forfeit. You will be hanged in public as a deterrent to future criminals. His mouth opens to argue with you further, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, Your Majesty. Okay. What's our mood? We're cheerful. Let's get rid of this. I want to be depressed. Depressed and angry. Depressed and afraid. Lonely and afraid. We can also just lower the cheerful. It'll make us willful again, which is good for military. So I think let's do that. Attend service. Been going back and forth to all the different streams. You're everywhere, Trumpet. You're just everywhere. You attend services in the Castle Grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. Alrighty, skills. Let's see, we are willful, our skills, bonus to intrigue, military, and lumen. We can also put on our military uniform, which actually gives us a 100 in strategy. Do you guys want to study Lumen, which is magic? Or should I keep going with handling some dogs? Or should we do strategy? I feel like we're becoming a dictator, which I'm cool with. We'll do logistics and dogs. Why not? Logistics and dogs. Gotta get dinner. Good luck being a magical girl and executing your citizens. Okay. You should check magic. Go with magic. Alright. We never know if someone's invisible. Okay. Sense magic, resist magic, or wield magic. Thank you so much for hanging out, and thank you again for the donations. Very kind. I'm very, very happy to be here, and we've already raised $134, which is very, very exciting. We're getting very close to half of my personal goal. Yeah, I know it's not unanimous, but we're not min-maxing. Or we're not trying to do, like, the most optimal thing. And puppies. Well, we can't do both. Do you want to do puppies, or do you want to do magic? I mean, I feel like two of you said magic, so do you want sense magic, resist magic, or wield magic? If you guys don't say anything, I'm just gonna go back to the puppies. Okay, bye. Gonna do puppies. Logistics up. Woohoo! By over 25. Sense magic? We can do that next. You study how to determine when to jettison or destroy excess goods for speed, and how to avoid overreaching. You learn about how to calculate enemy war preparations based on the movement of goods within their lands. Armies do not spring up full-formed overnight. Afternoon, you learn about dog grooming and the most common diseases and injuries that dogs suffer from. You learn the standard commands for working with trained hunting dogs and retrievers. You've unlocked a new outfit. You receive word of an unfortunate accident at the gallows where the man you judged was sent to be executed. As he was led to the platform, he suddenly lashed out with explosive magical power, killing several guards and spectators before making his escape. Puppies are magic. Surely with that much dog master, your dogs can sense magic for you. The population is buzzing with rumors of a secret is it cabal or cabal? Or of evil lumens who sacrifice innocents in their dark rituals. What's our mood? We're willful. Better willful. Don't want pressure to take over. Yielding, depressed, and pressured. Willful and lonely. Yielding, lonely, cheerful. So that will put cheerful in the lead. Cheerful and angry. I mean, I think that'll keep us angry. Visit the dungeons! Poke them! Poke them! Affected by cruelty, you sneak down to the castle dungeons and amuse yourself by poking the locked-up peasants with sticks. Poor fools. Alright, what's our new outfit? Hunting coat and hat. What do our skills give us? Penalty to animal handling because we're mad. Let's put on our military uniform again. We get a bonus to weapons and military. So I'm going to do logistics and archery. Because this is what we were working towards in the beginning. Done! Logistics 100. What up? You study the benefits of looting as a troop motivator versus the negative effect on civilian populations. You learn to calculate how effective military strength wanes over distance from a home position, as it becomes more difficult to put pieces into play. You learn how to delay the advance of an invading force by disrupting their transport and communications. You have nothing more to learn about logistics. You practice long-distance shooting, setting arrows into the ground at different ranges. You practice shooting at moving targets. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elath, has passed away. This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elath in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Studying pancakes? Why not waffles? Waffles are better than pancakes. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Arissa, the Duchess of Lila, has petitioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden. No, they didn't have automatons. Plenty of peasants, though. You know, I wouldn't be surprised with how rude we are. And we know nothing. Almost the entire eastern border, which could not be correct. I don't know anything really bad about her, though. The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar, or you might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar has suggested another possibility. You and Adair are both young, not too far apart in age. He requests that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. I have no idea what to do. If you would like to take over these decisions, there is a donation incentive to do that. There is a donation incentive to do that. Other incentives for those of you who are just joining us. Sticker on my face is $1. I will draw something and then scan it to you and send it to you later for $10. 20 is make a game decision. And then 50 is vote for secret final costume. Secret final costume. At the rate that we're going at, I'm only supposed to stream for another half an hour. At the rate that we're going, we probably won't get to the final costume, so maybe don't do that one, unless you're just trying to get me to my personal goal, which is 300. It's like every $75 I'm supposed to change my costume. I changed into this one too early, cause I'm dumb, and I got confused because I kept changing my personal goal amount and when I was gonna do stuff. But I do have the third costume is the Pirate Wench, which unlocks at $225 for me to dress as a Pirate Wench. Anyway, I have no idea what to do here. Leave him with her, send him to his grandfather, marry him, send him to your uncle. I think I'm gonna roll a die, maybe. Do I have a 4-sided die? You know what? I'm gonna go on a quick break so I can pee, and then I'm gonna go get a 4-sided die, and we will just roll for it. Unless someone donates, and when I come back, you have taken over. Alright guys, we're back. We didn't do anything. I went on a short break so I could go to the bathroom. And I don't have a D4, but I do have a D8. So we're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like in line. We can roll the ones, we're gonna leave him with her. Stay over there. Adair must be upset enough already without us taking him away from his home. Leave him with his stepmother. As you wish. There we go. Made the decision. Alright, what's our mood? We are angry. I like it. So, depressed would not be a terrible thing to be. To lower the cheerful and the willful and lonely. Depressed and lonely. Is there something that does that? Depressed and afraid. Lonely and afraid. Yielding, depressed, and pressured. I don't want to increase pressured. Willful and lonely. Yielding, lonely, and cheerful? I don't want cheerful. Get the cheerful away from me. Lonely, yielding, and depressed is what I want. I don't want pressured to override it, is the thing. We just love hunting. We just love torturing the little creatures. I don't want anything that gives us lonely. Nothing makes us depressed except for visiting the tomb, but also makes us afraid, so that would drop both of these down and would be willful, which I think is fine. Willful is fine. Let's visit the tomb. Pay respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Ah, that's dark. That's a little dark then.
I'd like to order some extra friends for the hype gang, please.
Paratatamango? Paratatamango. Welcome to the Hype Gang, and thank you for the follow. You're coming into a charity stream right now, and that's why we are very hyped to have a brand new friend to help us raise money for the kids. We're gonna be so hyped, we're gonna be so friendly, because we got a new Hype Gang member. Yes, welcome. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. And I don't know if you've been lurking for a while or if you just hopped in, but we are trying to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can see the bar tracking the progress down below. I'm streaming with a bunch of other people. They are all lovely. We have a schedule that's been going since morning, but my personal goal is 300. We're almost halfway there, which is very exciting. And if you're interested in rewards or the donation incentives, you can do !St. Jude to check those out. And that's my spiel. Alrighty. So let's see. Bonus to military. Intrigue and Lumen. We're very good with our archery. We're 100 on logistics. We can do military or animal handling. So we can up our falcons, which is what we've been trying to do. So I think we'll do falcons and naval strategy. Praise the sun, or in this case, the falcons. Falcons. Done. You learn about the challenges to naval warfare posed by unpredictable weather, as well as the dangers of sailing too close to an unknown coastline. You learn about the use of ships in transporting ground soldiers between locations. You carefully feed tidbits to your bird while she rests on your glove. That's all we did today. We just fed our bird. Just fed the bird. There's a woman here to see you. She is a musician and wishes crown patronage, which means money. Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings. We failed everything. The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her skills with the lute. She's actually pretty good. Failed. Accept her as court musician or reject her. I'm gonna roll the die. If you want to have control over situations like this, there is a $20 donation incentive for it. Alright, we rolled a 2. So we're gonna reject her. Bye, vagina. Thank you, but we're not interested. What's our mood? Willful? We could stand to be a little more yielding. A little more yielding lonely. Or -1 willful, +1 pressured. No. I don't want cheerful to be in the foreground, though. Depressed and afraid. That lowers both of them. Yielding, depressed, +1 pressured. Then pressured will be bonus. Join her in dancing. Join in the dancing. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Pretty tired. Have fun, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out, MZ. I hope you have a good sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably. See you tomorrow. I want yielding, but I don't want cheerful or pressured. I think we have to. What does lonely get? Rid of pressured. So then we can go to court next time. Yeah, we'll sneak out. Sneak, sneak, sneak. You sneak out of the castle to have a little fun. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like it if he finds out. Alright, what are our skills? We'll do another naval strategy and some more falcons. You study the cost, time, and materials required to construct new ships. You study blockades, both setting them and breaking them. You study the effect of cannons against coastal installations such as enemy docks and seaside villages. You practice walking around holding the bird attached to you by a short length to ensure she doesn't fly away. You practice whirling a lure over your head for your bird to catch before calling her back to your hand. No, this is not the game music. The game has very repetitive music, which is one of my... It has very repetitive music, which is one of the only negatives about the game, so I turned it off. I turned it off and I put it on other stuff. You receive a letter from young Lord Adair. It's a bit messy and hard to read, but he seems to be thanking you for letting him stay with the family he knows. Aw, that's nice. Alright, we are very willful. Holy Wilbur. Alright, gimme this. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important for your future. And also, Legato Gelato, how are you? Let's see, we're still willful. I think next we're gonna play with our toys, even us out a little bit. We're getting like, Wah! And since you just got here, if you're interested to know what is going on, you're looking at Steam games? Nice. If you're interested to know what's going on, we are raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thank you, Trumpet, for dropping that link. If you're curious as to why I have a costume on, and why I've got stickers on my face, etc. And Hype Friend on a timer was like, here's the rest of the people streaming and what's going on with all of that sort of thing. What do we have? What do we have? Do we want weapons or aminals? I think we want animals. What happens if I change my outfit? Let's see what happens then. So this is only 88. So we'll study falcons once more. And then... And then what? I don't think we need to study anything military-wise any longer. Raise the puppies? We could do falcons and puppies. We could do falcons and puppies. We can just be really good with military and animals. Why always go with completely different options than you? Play with intrigue and lumen? Yeah, but, I mean... Didn't you in the beginning of the game say... like military stuff? I'm just going with what was said at the beginning and just like, let's max it out. Why not? Falcons and puppies. You practice working with trained dogs in a small area, telling them to stay, search, and fetch. You choose a young puppy and begin raising him to respond to you over all others. Yas, falcons! You practice playing with the lure, making it more difficult for the bird, so that it takes multiple passes to grab her prey. You take your bird out for free flights to catch small prey on her own and return it to you. You have nothing more to learn about falcons. I expected us to have to deal with more with the war we basically started. Things do come back to bite you. Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. Divination failed. A falling star! Pretty! What's our mood now? Still willful. Depressed, yielding, lonely. If I do this, then pressured will be above. I think we're gonna play with toys. We're gonna yield, be lonely, and it does give us cheerful. Oh my gosh. Aww, cat on a pizza! Look at that little goblin kitty. Aw, she's so cute. Version 2.0. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. Look at that little goblin kit. How's she been doing? Is she getting along better with Shadowfax? That is your kitty's name, right? I'm not a crazy person. That's your other kitty's name? Or am I thinking of someone else's cat? There are a lot of cat names in my head, you guys. Loads and loads of kitties. Oh, yeah, we'll play with toys. It'll make us cheerful, but I don't know what to do with that. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Yeah, we're so happy now! This gives us a bonus to conversation and of athletics. I mean, we're good with animals anyway. We can just go like, animals, animals. We can do dogs and horses. We can boost our climbing. They're doing great together. Oh good, I'm glad Shadowfax kind of came around and decided that it wasn't so bad having another kitty. Alright, we'll do climbing. And you guys seem to like the puppies rather than the horses, so we'll do puppies. Puppies and horses. Or puppies or horses. What was the other thing? I was gonna do climbing. Goblin still keeps her occupied. Oh good. Do you guys want puppies or horses? Puppies or horsies? Ooh, I've only got 10 minutes left. Puppies or horses? How goes our kingdom? We're gonna do dogs. We're still alive, so that's a benefit. You practice climbing up and over a wall with the aid of a well-anchored rope, leaning into the wall as you push with the balls of your feet. You practice abseiling down a wall. I always knew it as rappelling, but sure. Descending with the aid of a rope. Your skill in climbing is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your other athletics skills are 25 or higher. Dog horses. Yeah, Lethal Rose donated $20 earlier for the incentive to get to choose all the dialogue options, and she chose to murder like everyone that it was possible to murder. So we've been studying a lot of military and stuff. You roam around the castle and grounds with your dog, letting him learn his way while he becomes accustomed to the sights, smells, and sounds of the castle inhabitants. You begin training your dog to follow simple commands such as following or staying in place. Still alive is the measure, indeed. I have unpleasant news to report. Talarist, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs and trade restrictions at the Elath border. Business is disrupted and there are growing shortages of supplies. Economics failed. Send emergency aid or do nothing. So these were the types of decisions that Lethal Rose was taking over. I'm using a die now. So, time to fuck him up! Yes, if that were an option. That's what I would choose in her honor. What is this, a 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess it's evens and odds. I'm dumb. We're gonna do nothing. I mean, what does emergency aid do for us? Whatever, I rolled the die. If someone wants to take over these options, they know what to do. So business got harder. Doesn't that happen all the time? We don't give a fuck. It's not my fault they didn't plan ahead. We're such an asshole. Alright, so we can do depressed things. I want to get her out of cheerful. Cheerful goes against the stuff that we've been doing. If I drop this down, she'll go back to angry, which is good for weapons. So we're gonna do that. You attend to services in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart. We're pissed off! What are we gonna do this time? How about... I'm gonna put on a tabard. Alrighty, we're gonna do swords. Swords and dogs. Does that sound good to you guys? I think that sounds good. I'm gonna swords and dogs. Done. You spar with a partner, trading blows while looking for openings to tag each other. You begin to work with a metal blade, getting the feel for its weight and edge, as well as learning how to care for it. In the afternoon, you train your dog to search for hidden treats, items, and people. You go for walks with your dog in the woods and invite him to fetch anything interesting that he can find. My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Brienne. Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. She says she's bored and lonely, and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwenelle's birthday party. That's right, Gwenelle's about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Gwenelle and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. We're gonna go. We're gonna have a party. We're gonna go to the party, because I want to. Or should I roll the die again? Let's go. We're a party animal. We're vicious. We don't give a fuck. We're not afraid. We're gonna go. It'll be good to see my friends. Stop being cheerful, you dickhole. What's my mood? Can raised pressured a little bit, so we can attend court, which will drop us down to neutral on the willful, bring us down equal with all the rest of them. Or we can be willful and lonely. Lonely is the other side of pressured. Talk about warfare and swordplay at the party. Exactly. That's like super friendly, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Make us willful again. Or no, I want to be angry. I'm gonna attend service again. Because I want to up our sword power. Take part in the ritual. We're pissed off, which is excellent for weapons. We're gonna do swords. And then we're gonna do we want to do horses or do we want to do something else entirely? We can try and up our like divination and stuff. We've been working on our athletics. We can also study, you know what, we can study pole arms. Talk about puppies in the party. Oh, penalty to animal handling? We can do horses or swords and pole arms. Let's do swords and pole arms. We're just gonna fuck everyone up. This is our really our princess gives no fucks about anything. She's like, come at me. Come at me. You practice drawing your blade and striking a short notice away from a variety of positions. You learn techniques for thrusting your blade through armor to disable or kill your opponent. You learn advanced techniques for holding off multiple opponents at once. We are very militant. You have nothing more to learn about swords. You practice standard attacks and sweeps with a long staff. You practice sparring with a partner using a staff. You practice special techniques with a staff, such as twirling it or using it to vault. On your journey to Sudbury, your carriage is attacked by bandits. Archery and reflexes. Success! You hear the distinctive sound of incoming arrows just in time to push yourself away from the window and avoid being shot. From the screams outside, not all of your guards have been as lucky. The attackers scatter as soon as your forces show signs of resistance, vanishing into the woods. The rest of your trip passes without incident, but you can't help jumping at shadows. We're at a party! Gwenelle's party is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, of course, but it's still a major event on the noble social calendar. Anyone who is anyone is present. Uncle Laurent and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill. Arissa, the Duchess of Lila, is present, but she somehow always manages to avoid talking to you when you draw near, because she's a dick. There are refreshments and dancers and musicians and polite conversations, and one or two not so polite. I will not be shoved aside. Mother, it's my domain now. I need space for myself. You have your own lands to manage. Just because you're of age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been yours. Before you can back away, their gazes fall on you. They wait expectantly for you as near queen to settle the dispute. Oh, fuck. Side with Gwenelle or her mother? We're gonna roll a die. It's a 5. So that means Gwenelle. Alright, here we go. You heard her. She's an adult now, and she's in charge here. Thank you. Is this what your father will face upon your coronation? Cast aside without another word? He's not gonna like hearing that, is he? A word! A bit later, Briony catches up with you.
Oh, hello, Elodie. It's so wonderful that you're going to be queen now.
I don't know why I gave her this voice. That's just the voice that I gave her.
I mean, I'm sorry about your mother.
Thanks.
But think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky.
That's an odd way of putting it.
Anyway, I was wondering, now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets?
What secrets?
Like how to get into the old palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure.
Old palace? I failed everything.
The one at Catherine Lake, where the kings and queens of Nova used to live.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh.
She bites her lip and frowns at you.
Well, never mind then.
She walks away. So much for wanting to talk to you. At the end, you all share a pleasant meal and prepare to return to your various lands. Let me just check something real quick, because I'm supposed to stop streaming now. But I just want to see, like, if we don't have too much longer to, like, complete the game. I've beat it already, but I don't remember how long it took me. So I'm just gonna look it up. I had 24 hours in the game because I replayed it a lot. Long live the queen. It says 4 hours, and it did take us a while to start going because we had a lot of donations at the beginning. So I had to do a lot of drawings and stickers, and I was trying to, like, explain the whole thing to everybody. Trumpet, are you there? So, like, a main story run says about 4 hours. Mirror Castle in the conversations? Nerd, why don't you talk about military and puppies like everyone else? So I'm wondering if that would screw up the schedule too much. I think I'm the only one who was streaming for precisely 4 hours. Trumpet, are you there? Trumpet. Trumpet. I want to know if it'll screw up the schedule. Because if not, then I'll go until we're, like, done. Either until we die or until we win. But if there are too many other people, then I will stop now. While we wait for an answer, I'll just keep going. Trumpet went for 5 hours and Octavia's still streaming. Yeah, I know some people are streaming for longer. Like, Kerrigan's streaming for 12 hours. I said I was only going to do 4, but we'll see. Because, like, I don't remember how many weeks are in this game. Or what week we're even on. We're on week 29. Would it screw things up too much if I keep playing either until we die or until we win? I also have a very long way still to go to get to my personal 52 weeks in a year. I forgot that it was going to be a whole year for our birthday day. So we're like, assuming it ends when you become queen, so we're like a little more than halfway there. Up to you. We didn't really go over this. That's also true. We're feeling willful. Mm-hmm. I kind of want to get some yielding in there. We're like a little intense. Just a little intense. Or, yeah. But I don't want to get depressed, and I don't want to be pressured either. Yielding, lonely, cheerful. That means we're still... Yeah, let's do that. Let's play with our toys. You died and you suck at this? I died many, many times. Don't worry about it. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, Mike. How did you die? Sounds like good to go as long as you like. Alright. We'll go at most another hour. I want to try and get at least half of my goal. Because that's when I was supposed to put on this costume anyway. It was at 150. My bad. My bad. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Are we still... I think this is willful. Yeah. It does give us a bonus to Lumen, which we haven't been doing. Ah, you were impaled, skewered with arrows? We just avoided that. Which was kind of neat. Let's put on a different outfit. Or whatever. Doesn't matter. Willful's good for Lumen. I'm gonna pick resist magic. Or do you guys want to do sense, resist, or wield? Unless we want to just max out on horses and weapons. Unless we want to ride a horse, we can take on sense magic or actually figure out what our country's doing. We'll do magic. All right, we're gonna sense magic. That's the consensus. We're gonna do just max out on it. Ready? Lumen, sense. Done. You close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside you. Oh, dirty. You practice using small amounts of magic and feeling that power outside of yourself. Your mentor summons up magical energies to strike the nearby ground so you can learn to sense someone else's spells in use. Matters have come to a crisis. Arissa, the Duchess of Lila, has declared civil war. What? Apparently, she feels that you are a weak leader, unfit to be queen, and has managed to sway several others to her banner. Well, guess what, bitch? Who is against me? A number of minor earls and countesses, the Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Kigal. The forces of Elath are under Arissa's control, of course. The situation in Hellas and Marie is less clear. Military success. What forces can she muster, and what are we still holding? Oh shit, you done goof. Yes, they did. We're gonna fuck them up. Pow, pow! We have 4 battalions and 1 platoon. What happened to our 9 battalions? The naval side is, of course, useless in this conflict. By my estimate, Arissa can field 5 battalions and 1 platoon. That's not good. It will come down to a question of strategy. Oh, we got this. There are ways to increase the number of soldiers you have available. You could offer to pardon various imprisoned criminals in exchange for military service. I feel like Lethal Rose, I'm channeling her right now. I feel like Lethal Rose would pardon the criminals. Military above all, murder above all, and the best way to do that is loose a bunch of criminals. So here we go. Alright, let's do that. Criminals probably already know how to fight. Very well. Forces are in motion, but they will take time to reach their peak. Fuck you. Alright. I like the willful, so I don't want to take anything yielding. cheerful and angry. I don't mind upping those. No, I want to stay willful, so I don't want to up angry. This song just said it had a hard-on for me. Oh boy. I don't. All right, we're gonna visit the tomb, depressed and afraid. So we're like nice and neutral. You pay your respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Fuck no, it is not. We're gonna murder, 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 also murder. All right, let's do a sense and so like we're 100. We are ready. We are so ready for this. We're at 100 because we have our outfit on. So we can do double lumen, but do we want to do double sense? Because we might hit the peak. So for the second class, do we want to do resist or wield? Do we want to do resist or wield? Defense against magical powers or knowledge and control of your own magical powers? What do you say, my friends? Oh, double resist. Going for it. You close your eyes and call out when you detect your mentor casting a silent spell beside you. That was a good call to do only one sense because we got almost up to the 50 mark. Your mom supposedly died using magic. Also true. We don't want to blow ourselves up. Also true. Resist, I guess. You increase your awareness of your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-affecting magic to twist your reactions. The negotiator for the rebels has arrived to speak with you. Oh, we're murdering this person. Surrender now and I will be lenient. No, she won't. We are not here for your surrender, we are here for yours. You have one chance to avoid needless bloodshed. Oh, we want bloodshed. Agree to marry one of Duchess Arissa's sons. She will become your regent and guide the domain into stability. You will be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. I think we're refusing, huh? Again, channeling Lethal Rose. We want bloodshed, we want murder, and the closest thing to murder is fuck you. Yeah. I am the queen, and I will not give in to threats. Since we cannot come to an agreement, we will meet you on the battlefield. We're gonna crush them so hard! We are a military mastermind, and it's awesome. Okay, so I can basically do anything, and it's fine. I want to remain willful so that we can continue doing lumen. Hunting has no effect, so we might just do that so we can remain the same. Or we can do cheerful and angry, visit the dungeons and poke the criminals that we let out. Blood for the queen! Exactly. Exactly. Dungeons or hunting? I think hunting. We're gonna get ready. Bloodthirsty. You spend your weekend outdoors with the hunt. It's just we're desensitized to murdering the little animals now. All right. So we can do... I think we can do double resist. We're almost to the halfway, which means that we'll only get 3 or 2.6, which will bring us to 50, and then it'll say that we can't increase it until we have 20. Oh, we need 25 or above in both resist and wield. So I think I'm gonna do both resist. I think that's what we want to do. Because that'll get us either to 50 or close to 50. You learn to consciously project a magical field through your thoughts, blocking outside magic from touching your mind, but only when you have the energy to consciously resist. You gain innate resistance to light and dark. You can now see in the blackest caves or stare into the sun without going blind. What? You learn to consciously project a magical shield around your body, blocking intrusion, a powerful technique, but you can't keep it up for long. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and able to sip hot soup without burning your tongue. Dun, 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 dun. Your skill in resist magic is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your other lumen skills are 25 or higher. War rages for control of Nova. As defending queen, you are required to take personal control over your forces. Your control of magic enhances your claim to divine right of rulership. Ah, fuck! Battles are won and lost, fallen soldiers decorating the landscape. The final outcome is a victory for your side. Woo! It better be with all that military. Your forces sweep through the rebellious duchies and are met with cheers by the local population. Oh, cool! Arissa, the ringleader, is executed and the other rebels forced to pay tribute to keep their holdings. Well, that's what we would have done. We would have murdered. Of course, there's also a cost paid in lives, and we're like, whatever. Strategy success. Your keen sense of military strategy enabled you to resolve the affair with much less loss of life than might have been expected. Battlefield medicine and herbs failed. Total casualties were 3/4 of the battalion on your side and over half a battalion among the rebels. So we're down to like just over 3 battalions, if I'm correct. Unless we got a whole battalion out of the prisoners, I'm not sure. Your stronger position and strategy made you able to win despite your losses. Of course, there are no more rebel soldiers now. They are once more your loyal subjects. Alright. I want to remain willful because I like doing the magic. It's fun. So we can do lonely and cheerful. Or angry and cheerful. I feel like I want to keep pressure down. So we're gonna walk in the gardens. Ah, fresh air with the scent of blood from the many corpses that are still around. Helps you forget the burden on your shoulders. Alright, so we're gonna do... we have to do wield magic to get either of these other ones up, so we're gonna do double wield. Wield. You learn to summon a small glowing light, which you can then move around independently. You learn how to cast rays of white light, which can banish shadows and blind your opponents. You learn to create tiny discs of solid light which can fly through the air and cut into targets. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent, which panics or enrages animals in the area. No more blood. Oh, there will be more blood, don't you worry. You've unlocked a new outfit. Hell yeah. Things have been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful. You could hold a tournament. What a good idea. Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest. What will you offer as prizes to the winners? Status and praise, employment, or gold? We have not used any gold for anything yet. I'm gonna roll a die. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wish I had a d6. Let me just grab the other dice bag that I have. I'll be right back. Gotta be one in yours. No, there's another D8. Hang on. I know there's a D6 in here. I saw it earlier. Ah, here we are. I finded it. First become military expert, then learn to kill with sword and bow. After that, you can start casting spells. Hell yeah, man. Alright, we got 3, so we're gonna offer them gold. A purse of gold for the champions. Very well, I will draft the announcements. You leave him to his work. As you move through the hall, your eye falls upon a vase of flowers. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. The leaves on one of the blossoms have shriveled. Divination and decoration failed. Someone on hall duty is being lazy. Those flowers should be replaced. We have a 50 in divination, mother dicks. You continue up the stairs to your room, where a maid is waiting for you. My lady, a gift has arrived from Kigal. From the Duke? You mean the one who joined with Arissa? And just tried to, like, murder us in the face? No, my lady. A merchant house, I believe. It was sent with a shipment down the Kavala River. You tear open the brightly colored paper to find... chocolates! Production and trade failed. There is a little card with the box. With our compliments, the House of Krelat. Court manners failed, dog success. All of a sudden, your puppy, who's usually so well behaved, growls at the box of chocolates and lunges at it.
Get ready! Woo!
Oh my
Get
goodness!
some, baby, get some! Oh, shit, yeah! Hell yeah!
That's how it's done right.
Thank you! If that wasn't supposed to be anonymous, feel free to tell me who you are so I can thank you personally. I did almost die. She doesn't even know. She's like, bad dog, chocolate isn't good for you. Meh. So let's get a sticker. Let's get a sticker. You know what sticker that I've been dying to put on my face? This one is a paw print that says feisty girl, and I just think that's really funny. I think it's really funny, especially since our princess is very feisty. So we're gonna put, there's a nice space right here.
There we go. Shit.
There we go. Feisty girl. Perfect. I hope that pleases you, anonymous $5 donator. I appreciate it greatly. We're closing in on our I'm closing in on my halfway mark for the personal goal, which is when I was supposed to put this on, but honestly, like, I do feel bad for taking the dandelion off so soon, but it was cutting off my circulation because it's too small for me, so I think that I'm okay with wearing this for so long. If we make it to 225, then I have to put on a new costume. Maybe I'll put the dandelion on. At least I'll put the head of the dandelion on for a little bit. You know what? I can put this back on. I'll put this back on for a little bit. I'm gonna leave the rest of the costume off so I don't have to, like, put up privacy Bouchard and change. Idol, I don't know if you saw this, but this is my AFK screen. Isn't it funny? I think it's pretty great.